What's going on? Hey, we apologize for the delay, man. Having some technical difficulties. D-Buck gonna join us soon. But what's good? Antoine Bethea, one half of the Man to Man Pods, Man to Man Pod. Hope y'all had a great weekend, man. Hope y'all we start this week off strong, man. A good Monday, good Monday. So shit, let's jump right into it. Let's jump right into it. Man, you had a good weekend of um some preseason football, and we're gonna jump right into it. We got a lot of talk on some quarterbacks on the quarterback play. Um, we got Justin Fields out there in Chicago. He's getting a lot of praise. Zach Wilson, talking about he has a lot of upside. You got Trey Lance out there in the Bay, doing some major things, some good things. Um, you got Mac Jones.
Yo,
There you go, right there. Got my man D Buck out there on the West Coast.
Allen, out here, man. Hey, been a long night, man. Damn, I can't see the chat. I can't see nothing there. I don't got my uh-oh. Um, okay, here we go.
Oh
Oh, this
shit, D
shit
Buck.
trash when you don't have the
Well, you ain't got the computer. It's struggling. Yeah.
What's
But D
good
Buck,
though, man? What we talking about?
we jumping right into it. Good weekend, man, of some preseason football. And obviously it's a lot of talks on the young quarterbacks, the young QBs and the that got their, first chance to really get see some NFL action. You had Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence, Trey Lance, Mac Jones. Um, some young guys being able to go out there and really get their first taste. Who
Mm-hmm.
do you think, or who did you see this weekend that you really high on? I know you was high on,
You already
Justin
know.
Fields, and
Greatest
you
quarterback
tweeted,
in Bears history.
yeah, and there
Nah,
you
but
go with another crazy take. But
but
what
man. Yeah, go ahead.
what did you see? What you see out of Justin Fields that you like?
Just his improv skills, man. He can obviously make the one knock I had on Justin Fields coming out was sometimes sit in that pocket too long and not really rely on his athleticism to get out of the pocket and make something happen. Make something better than what that play was drawn up to be, or if everything is covered. That's the toughest thing to defend as a DB and as a defense. And you just saw that early on, and regardless of who he's playing against, it's some things you see. You're like, okay, like we can like that. If you're in the locker room, like we need one out there on that field,
Yeah,
especially if Andy Dalton is the other option. So I still think that's going to be the decision that they ultimately make, starting Justin Fields from day one. I think it's the right one. I would do it if I was coaching or GMing for my job this year. But so yeah, what he did was special. Zach Wilson, I felt like they kind of played it safe for the most part. Trey Lance, he had some good, some bad. Mac Jones, he looked, as advertised, got the ball out quick, made reads. Who else? Which other one? Trevor Lawrence, he looked good. I expect him to be very, very good as well. All these guys, they're gonna have their bumps, but super talented group of quarterbacks, man. So I'm excited to watch these cats play, man.
yeah. Nah, I'm excited too, man. I would have to disagree with you on the Justin Fields, though. I still stand firm that I think they should start Andy Dalton week one. I know he came out and said,
Why?
the game. Because I don't think he will be ready week one. I think and like he said, the game was slow. I mean, obviously it was slow. You out there playing with third string, fourth string, and I respect
Yeah.
that. And I do respect the fact that he got his first taste of NFL and he felt comfortable out there. That's a
Hmm.
that's a that's a that's a that's a big plus. That's a huge plus. He wasn't rattled by the lights or whatever the case may be. But
Yeah.
in 3 weeks, I don't think whoever whoever that defensive line or whoever's that secondary that's gonna line up week one, I don't think he'll be ready for that. Not saying
I
that he
mean,
won't be
no,
ready.
no, nobody is. Nobody is.
I'm
Nobody
not gonna
gonna be
say
ready for.
nobody because I've seen some
Nobody
court
is for that. Regardless
shit.
if you
Andrew
just
Luck
don't know
was
what it
ready
is.
week one.
Who?
Andrew Luck was ready week one.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it was undeniably. It was
Okay.
it was not it
Okay.
was
True.
nothing you had to think
Touche.
about. Like Andrew
Touche.
Luck, he's ready for
Okay.
week one. For a guy, Andrew Luck, for a guy who missed OTAs, and for him to be able to come back and he start making checks and putting guys in. Oh, this guy's ready to play. Like, yes, yes, yes. I like this. I like this. I like what I'm seeing.
Okay, so you're right. Some guy. Well, I meant it more so from the standpoint of, you don't really know what you don't know. You haven't felt that real NFL speed yet. You haven't, obviously making the checks and going through and knowing where to go with the ball and things like that. That's, a huge part of playing quarterback. But like you said, those, D linemen are getting up after you in that pocket is going to feel a little different real week one. So, like you said, some guys have been ready. I was with Cam on his first week, his opening week, and he threw for, I think, damn near 400 yards. We ended up losing the game, but because of Pat Peterson, who was another rookie of this first game, he ran back a 90-something yard punt after he was getting smoked by Steve Smith, though. But, so, you're right, some people are ready. I think Justin Fields will be ready, though, man. I just think from day one, opposite of the situation in San Fran, where I feel like I don't think Trey Lance will be ready. And you got an option with a quarterback who is, I think Garoppolo is a much better quarterback than Andy Dalton. In the way that team is constructed, that offense, the offensive play caller, I think you go out there with GG until you have to go to Trey Lance, until he almost forces your hands. But I feel like it's the opposite in Chicago. Like, you know what you're getting in with Andy Dalton, and it's not that he's a. I feel like he's a great quarterback to have on your roster and have in the meeting room. But if you got a young guy like failed you at 11, I still think Justin Fields should have been the second quarterback taken. And I'm gonna stand on that until he show me otherwise. But I'm going with that, man. And you saw the statement from Matt Nagy came out pretty early on saying that Andy Dalton's gonna be the starter.
And as he should. Now, Andy Dalton, in my opinion, Andy Dalton should be the starter. First couple of weeks and just see how it goes. You know what I mean? Because it could get ugly. You can put a rookie quarterback in there, it can really get ugly. You said the old guy?
Realize that. You always want to stick with those. You wanted to stick with Fitz last year in Miami, went to
it. And what happened? Yes.
I mean, shit, they made the play. No, they almost made the play. They went 10-6.
Almost. If Fitz if they would have kept Fitz in, they would have made the playoffs. So for me, yes, I'm gonna keep the older guy. I'm gonna keep the veteran in there until my guy can show improve. Unless Andy Dalton just falls to the wayside and put my man in there. You know what I mean? But
when Matt Nagy came out and said Andy Dalton was going to be a starter, it reminded me of last year when we won the pod. And Justin Herbert got thrown in the fire. Right. And then Coach Lynn came out, Anthony Lynn came out and said, Todd Taylor's going to be our starter when he gets back. And like we knew it was bullshit from that point. And when I heard Matt Nagy say this,
I don't think he said Todd Taylor was going to be this. He said Todd Taylor was their starting quarterback, and then the issue happened. And then the issue happened. Yeah. So I don't think he never said that after the fact that Todd Taylor's going to be out.
After Herbert went out there ball and lost to KC in overtime, I think he still came back out and said he doubled down on like, hey, when he get back, that's QB1. And I'm like, all right, like this kind of gets above you. This is out of your pay grade. This is out of just like above your pay grade. But Bears coach Matt Nagy indicates that quarterback Justin Fields will get more time with wide receiver Allen Robinson and other starters, and also against the number one defense. He called it a part of the evaluation process and a part of their plan.
Yeah, I mean, of course, because young boy came out, oh man, this shit was slow out here, man, it's a piece of cake. So yeah, like again, I like his confidence. You know what I'm saying? I love his confidence. I like that, but we got to get this real evaluation. You know what I mean? We got to get this real evaluation when Aaron Donald coming at you, when you got Jalen Ramsey out there on the corner. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now we get that real evaluation.
It's the dress rehearsal coming up, right?
You know what I'm saying? So
because they only got 3.
I don't know how they're doing it with the 3 games. I would think it is, but I'm not sure. But get that timing. You know what I mean? Because as you know, from the college ranks to the NFL, shoot, 1 second, that's the difference between a big play. That's the difference between a corner picking that out route out and taking it 6. So I am waiting to see. I'm sitting back and I'm not saying much about these rookie quarterbacks. I'm like, okay, it was a good throw. Yeah, it's cool.
You want to see him though. You want to see him again. You
definitely want to see
talent.
You definitely want to see what your investment is looking like. You definitely want to see that. But I reserve on my opinions on a lot of these young cats until we get to September.
I feel that. Now, if you had to bet on one to be the offensive rookie year, right now the odds it's Trevor
Are we
Lawrence
talking about
plus
quarterbacks?
300. Yeah, quarterbacks.
Okay.
So it's plus 300 for Trevor Lawrence, so he's the favorite. Justin Fields is second, plus 650. Trey Lance is at plus 800. Zach Wilson's at plus 1,000. Matt Jones at plus 1,000. So in order, Lawrence, Fields, Lance, Wilson, Jones.
I would go with Trevor Lawrence just because we already know that he's going to be that starter come week one.
Mm-hmm.
Where the other quarterbacks,
we know him and Zach Wilson going to be
Zach
day one
Wilson,
starter.
right? Him and Zach Wilson going to be day one starter. So with Trevor Lawrence, I just feel as though they'll give him ample opportunity just to, go out there and rock. Not saying that Zach Wilson can't do that. I just think the other quarterbacks they're gonna be some games behind. So I just feel as though Justin Fields, if he does come in and play, I think in my opinion, it should be like week 3, week 4, maybe week 5. You kind of said with Trey Lance out there in the Bay, you got Jimmy G. It's no need to rush him into the fire. So I would say Trevor Lawrence.
And from what I saw, he ain't ready.
Yeah,
that could be. Like you said, I don't like to overreact to preseason, but it's just he's not ready. He's not ready.
Yeah,
got all the tools, but we'll see. Anything good in the chat, man? I can't even see the chat.
Shoot, chat. What the chat talking about? Dolphins getting. Tennessee Mike said Dolphins, they're going to regress with no Fitz. Tua ain't it. Tua stinks. Tua is D-Butts man. Y'all better be careful how y'all talk about Tua.
I'm rocking with Tua. I like what I saw from Tua especially when he protected this past week against that Bears defense. Like he that bit of Gesicki. Obviously it's gonna be room to grow, and he didn't have an off season last year. Got thrown in the fire. I didn't like when they was pulling him back and going back to Fitz in the fourth quarter. I hated that.
I did too.
Progression from Tua. I think we see progression this year.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
Got weapons too.
So, we talk about quarterback battles, right? This isn't necessarily rookies. I think we talked about this once before, but as we get closer to the season, out there in New Orleans, you got Taysom Hill, you got Jameis Winston. I think we both are leaning towards Jameis Winston. How do you think that's going to end up playing out there?
I'll be shocked if Taysom Hill is the day one starter for the Saints. I'll be shocked personally. I think it's got to be Jameis, and if it's not him, that's a bad sign in my opinion, because we've seen him perform at this level. We've seen him obviously play at a high level. We've seen him play at some subpar level, especially when it comes to turning the ball over. So it's the same things. And I heard Cam Jordan get an interview when he was in training camp. And I think the question came up, and his response to the question was, but it sounded very similar to ours. Like Jameis, we've seen, and he played against Jameis twice a year in Tampa, so he knows, what type of problems he brings to a defense. So I think it's gonna be Jameis out there. You'll see him, Taysom getting starts, and he running with the ones, and all that's going on. And I'm not a fan of that, honestly. Like I want to know who our guy is, and who we go to battle with as our leader. So maybe after this second game, Sean Payton will come out and say, "Hey, one of these guys are our guys." But I think it's still gonna be Jameis out there. You don't switched up at all?
Nah, I ain't switched up. Obviously this weekend, I think Jameis threw a pick. But like I said, I still think in the long run, 17-game season, I think Jameis gives you a better chance at the position than Taysom Hill. But again, we'll see. A lot of times these decisions are made for different reasons, so we'll definitely see.
That's a fact. And whoever it is, man, they need some receiver. Mike Thomas, he gonna be out for an extended period of time. They don't need help. I got to step up in a major way.
Nah, for sure. And one last battle we can talk about, man, out there in Denver, man. You got Drew Lock, you got Teddy Bridgewater, man. What's your feel about that how that's gonna play
Lock
out.
look good. He looked
Yeah.
good. He looked good this past week. And if it's a real battle, and I've tried to follow the comments, and it's hard to tell. If you're not in those practices and you're not, you're not seeing who has command of what and who can make what plays going, because those preseason games are really glorified, practices, open practices that everybody's seeing.
Yeah.
But right now it looks like Locke took the lead. So we'll see in this next game how it looks. But they're obviously hoping he's the guy. Well, one of these guys will do. So right now I have to give the edge to Locke. And we'll see if Teddy B can make some noise.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Man.
think. Yeah.
What's up with Carolina though? Not even playing Sam Darnold.
Hey.
Like you saw the young boy PJ Walker out there balling.
And PJ, he was out there balling.
Which is nothing new, but I mean, it's that you feel like Sam Darnold, he's earned that. Like, not good.
I mean, maybe week 2 we'll see some of Sam Darnold. You know what I mean? I'm thinking
Right.
week 1 he probably would have only did a series or whatever. So I'm pretty sure. I've seen it happen before though. A starter not playing their first preseason game, but then preseason week 2, we go out there and get them about 1 or 2 series.
Okay.
So we'll see.
I just personally think he needs all the live reps he can get too.
He must be
out there offense.
In practice. He must be eating it up out there.
Nah, they had joint practices with the Colts this week.
Yeah.
From what I heard, the Colts were the aggressors.
Yeah.
We was out there making plays, but you never know. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see Sammy D out there.
So we got another hot topic rolling around out in Jacksonville. I got Tim Tebow, man, switch positions. And there was some video out there, him
video going air pond of Tebow.
Going around. Dang, Tone.
Oh, going
Tone must
around.
have been going around. Yeah, going around the Tebow block and doing a preseason game. It wasn't the most physical block, but like I said, I played against, got his job done. And that's all I said. On the grade sheet, he'll have a plus. He have a plus beside that play. Now, he might have some comments beside that plus, like, keep your head up or open your eyes or whatever the case may be. But he got the job done.
You're going to kill somebody.
He got the job done.
It was that, man. That's the first thing I thought. I said, man, Tebow opened his eye. Hey, Tebow, you got to get in there, man. Hold on. You could take that down so everybody don't see Tone spelling error. Tone, math is my dog's strong suit. I see spelling,
Yeah.
But Tim Tebow looking like Hercules, playing like Jane right now.
Hey.
You gotta use the muscles to do so with a big dog. I'm rooting for you. Tavon Austin stole a pass from me. He was over across the middle. Tavon, and I don't know what Tavon doing out there with that 34 on.
Dang, that don't look stank.
That shit is stank, man.
That don't stink.
But man, Tebow, you got some of the muscles, dog. Come on, look at Cuz. You can't be that swole going there, close your eyes. There was another play. The next play, actually, where he went there and whiffed again. So first action at the position.
Yeah. It's different.
So, I'm sure that'll be on the highlights, lowlights from the team meeting room.
Yeah.
Like Tim, what the fuck are you doing here?
Right.
So we'll see Tebow bounce back. We'll see 85 bounce back.
Yeah, he'll bounce back. What else we got out there?
Oh man.
Talk about the battles. Preseason, man. What you think about the young boy P13, man? Got him
he said it was easy out there too. He said it was easy out there too, man. But that pick 6 was sweet, man. And that's this is especially preseason, because it's gonna be some vanilla stuff. It's gonna be simple. You're gonna see a lot of repeat plays, a lot of clinic situational things, and These are the plays. These are the plays that vets make in preseason. Like, hey, okay, got this route, boom, pick, take the crib, easy work, and you love to see it. He kept coming in. I thought he was the most polished corner coming in. J.C. Horn went a pick ahead of him down there in Carolina, but I thought Surtain, just as far as from his man skills, press off, being able to play the zone, understanding concepts, playing under his pops in high school, who was a dog out there in Miami, Louisiana native, and then going to Alabama and playing under Saban. You can see he's a well coached and he got all the talent in the world. So I'm excited about him, man. Marco Wilson, another corner who made some flashes on film out there in Arizona. They were actually high school teammates. So got to shout my Broward County boys out, man. But Surtain looked good, man.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. And like I said with Justin Fields, it's good that they're coming off their first preseason game, that they're confident. The game isn't too much for them at this point in time. But as we all know, you're gonna start seeing those AJ Brown and Julio Jones and DK Metcalf and
then when people start game plan is for you
as an individual, as a player. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
And that was a huge conversation I was having this this weekend. It was like, things are cool and all is well, but when you start having guys when you have guys that breaks down the film and say, look, just look at number 20, look at Darius Butler at the safety position, at the nickel position, and tell me his limitations and how we can attack him. And you have one guy that's doing that for a week. He's getting 2 hours of sleep. You best believe they're gonna come at you and throw some shit at you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So as a player, you got to understand that. And that was one of the biggest things that as I got older, obviously you want to watch as much as film on the opponent, but you got to critique yourself as well.
Got to self-scout too, yeah.
You self-scout, critique yourself, and okay, what am I doing wrong? Am my hips turned a certain way? Am I leaning this way? You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I doing that a quarterback or offensive coordinator can see to attack me as a player, as an individual? So again,
it becomes for sure.
Nah, go ahead.
It becomes much more of a mind game on that level. And as the season goes on, like you said, it's people who their civic jobs is just to do. Matter of fact, I was talking to one of our friends who was coaching this year, who just got into coaching this year, and he was actually up in the booth. So I hit him up. I'm like, hey man, how many times did you call down to the sideline? And he was like, man, I'm up here charting shit. I'm up here charting this and charting that. I'm missing that most of the game. This shit.
Right.
Like, it's some bullshit, but I understand why it's necessary. So like you said, man, when you get to that level, it's completely different. Week 8, week 12, or week 15, when you're fighting for a division, and it's all on there. But first part of that, like I remember my first preseason game, we played Philly. And Donovan, just going through that whole reel. Okay, this is a game. Lincoln Field was still the atmosphere. McNabb was there. Shady, rookie, D-Jack. So just going through those motions. That was definitely an experience. So, who was your first preseason game?
My first preseason game was Matt Hasselbeck, Sean Alexander with the Seattle Seahawks.
Okay.
Was that Matt or was that Tim? That was Matt, yeah.
Yeah. And you kind of had that trial by fire like I did in practice. So, we had our rookie mini camp and we had OTAs and things like that. And our coach said, hey, that shit ain't gonna work when Brady and Moss get here. Hey, Brady and West get here, shit ain't gonna work. I'm like, man, I want to hear that shit, man. The boys got there, that shit was complete. Everything was different.
So it was funny, man. My joke, because they were still debating. Well, OTAs, they were still debating if they was gonna move me to corner or not. So I was getting corner work, I was getting safety work, I was working in the slot too. That's when they had Stokely in the slot. So I was getting like some good work. Shit, I was going against Stokely. I was outside. I was going against Dallas Clark. So like you said, that trial by, I was getting some good work. But yeah, man, good times.
Hell yeah. So by the time we got to the game, we like, man, shit, it can't be no more real than this.
Mm-hmm.
But But yeah, man, that was good, man. What else you got?
Let's talk
I
about
might hit the Dodgers game. As a matter of fact, I might hit 2 games tonight.
what game you going to?
I think I'm gonna go to this Dodgers Pirates game. I've never been to a Dodgers game. They've been my
Yeah.
squad for a minute. Get up one of my guys go to Dodgers game, and then I'm gonna probably slide to Staples.
Who rocking out there?
20 away. Sparks.
Oh, the Sparks.
LA Sparks. I think they play all Atlanta Dream.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to do a twofer. We're gonna see how that goes.
Hey, we talking about football, man. I know we talked about it on our my boy Vito, man. He kind of posed this question on a new rule, right? So it's two situations that's going around that I'm not a fan of, right? And we'll talk about the rule, and then we'll talk about the taunting call in the Colts in the Panthers game, right? But can you hear them little ones screaming back in the background?
Barely.
Oh, all right.
Barely.
But so now they got a new rule. Obviously, you know, it could be counter plays, toss plays, or whatever the case may be, where you got an offensive lineman pulling, and a lot of times they're looking for the force defender, right? The defender that's forced. So it could be a defensive end, it could be a corner, it could be the safety in the flat, just depending on what type of coverage or what type of scheme that you're running, right? So how you align. So in this one particular play, it just happened to be a corner, right? So so as we were always taught as DBs, if you are that force defender, you got to turn it back in to your defenders, to all your help, right? So you got to keep your outside arm and leg free. As a DB that was
same leg, same shot. Well,
same.
Yeah,
it depends.
It depends. Sound good, but you see how I'm built. Right. You got motherfuckers come around at 315. Like I'm going at your outside knee.
Exactly.
And I'm either, like you said, trying to create. Now you're not continuing to go upfield to make that lane wider, but you want to set that edge,
constrict the lane.
Constrict that edge so that your pursuit guys can come make a tackle, or you come in there, you blowing it up to make a pile to force the running back to bounce. And if he is gonna go outside of that, okay, he's got to bounce, which again gives your pursuit angles, guys that's chasing, more of an angle because you're making that, that running back go lateral. So instead of north and south, and that's how we've been coached. That's how I was coached pretty much my whole career. So I saw the penalty on the DB that did it, and he went and he grabbed some of the running back too. Right. So I don't know, and I can't recall one time actually in a game where a DB did that to a lineman and that lineman was hurt.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I haven't seen that.
So I don't even understand where the implementation
of that rule.
Implementation of that rule came in. Like why, or the taunting rule, honestly.
Yeah,
but they're just bored.
To go back to the rule, though, if it's for safety issues, I think you can see a lot of injuries on the defensive side, whereas you can't hit them up high, you can't hit them down low. So, like, if you're asking a corner who's 185 pounds to hit a 325, 340-pound lineman that's running full speed, like, that's going to cause some. For one, like I said, it's going to be a lot of business decisions out there.
A whole lot.
Like, look at here, like you're not gonna tell me to sit in front of this moving train. So it's gonna be a lot of business decisions.
Yep, for sure.
But again, I think
they want points, man.
Yeah, of course. But I think that's gonna be a rule that they going some part in the season they gonna stop calling that call. I hope.
Yeah, and when they come with the point of emphasis type rules, they call them, they throw all the flags in the preseason just to kind of get your alert up, like and I feel like that's what they did with that taunting call too in the Colts game, because that was just That was
Yeah,
OD. But I feel like they did that to kind of make a point, like, hey, this is our point of emphasis. You know, they show us the videos and they show us, in the team meet room, hey, these are the point of emphasis, and they show you video examples. And then, in the preseason when they start, then a lot of times you get into the season, and by week 6, that's just, gone in the wind. So I think hopefully both of these rules go like, because I think they were both terrible.
yeah. Terrible calls, but hey, that's what preseason is for the players, for the refs, for everybody. So,
yeah, man, I'm excited. Man. I'm excited about this season, though, man.
nah, I am too, man.
What them ADPs looking like? Those average draft positions, and when we doing our draft, our official best ball draft,
I don't. Maybe Tone can put it up there, but I'm pretty sure it might be after the third preseason game. Where I think we're gonna have 2 weeks in between. So I'm pretty sure we can we can jump it in. Top QBs.
Okay, top 10 QBs by average draft position. Patrick Mahomes.
What quarterback did you get?
You know who I got. Where he at? He on this list? Oh yeah, he down there. Herbert. I got Herbert.
You got Herbert. Okay.
Yeah, I got Herbert. Yeah, I got that's all I need right there. But Mahomes 35, Josh Allen 50, Kyler Murray 54, Lamar Jackson 55, Dak Prescott 66, Russell Wilson 75, Justin Herbert 81, Aaron Rodgers 82, Tom Brady 102, Jalen Hurts 108. Anybody you expect? I feel like I would have expected some other guys over Hurts. Once again, we know he's gonna be the guy.
Josh Allen? Well, then he's that too. I'm tripping.
Yeah, he had two.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe Dak because of his. Dak's up there. No Kirk Cousins on there.
Okay, so.
You said what?
You said Kirk Cousins to kill yourself.
Nah, Kirk. Hey, Kirk got some dogs over there. We start picking quarterback early too in our draft. I think I grabbed Herbert second round.
I'm trying to. What other quarterbacks out there that gonna make a splash?
Let me see. That's top 10 worthy.
You got some guys out there that got some, like you said, got some weapons out there, but just depending on what they
I feel like Matt Ryan throw a lot. He always put up good numbers. I don't know about that.
Interested to see what Matt Stafford going to do, but I think it's a good list.
Solid list. Stafford. Tua time. Nah, still with Tua. But,
let's go to these running backs. Top 10 running backs on UD Fantasy.
This weird, man. Who went one in our draft? Cook?
I think Dalvin did. Yep.
Okay. Yes, we got top 10 running backs by average draft position. C-Mac, Dalvin Cook, Derrick Henry, Kamara, Zeke. That's gonna be the guy this year. Aaron Jones, Saquon, Austin Eckler, Nick Chubb, Jonathan Taylor. Excited about Jonathan Taylor this year too.
Yeah.
But yeah, this which running backs did you get? Talk about your running back room again?
Yeah, I got some dogs, man.
Cause ain't none of them nowhere near this list.
Nah, they ain't on the list right now. But shit, that's why you play the game, baby. That's why you play the game.
Woo! Let me check my
sick.
backs out. I got Aaron Jones. Who else I got?
Y'all gonna be sick when y'all like, damn, how AB know that?
Might do another draft tonight.
Sure.
Let's see who I got, man.
Hey Tone, you can put who we got up.
My quarterback room: Justin Herbert, Justin Fields, Kirk Cousins. Running back room. Are you ready for this running back room? Because I got 2 of the top 10 guys on my team.
Well, you can only use one, my guy.
That's a matchup. Who playing
One
a
a
better
week.
defense? Matchup. Nick Chubb, I got him with my 9th pick. Got Aaron Jones with my 12th pick. Miles Sanders, Travis Etienne, Marlon Mack, and David Johnson, who could have a sneaky good year out there in Houston. They're gonna need him. And he's a very
Man.
talented. Did you play with D Johnson?
Yeah, I
Was he
played with him
banged up?
1 year, but he was banged up. Yeah, I think he
Okay.
broke his wrist first game of the year.
Oh damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I got Rashad Bateman. He got hurt. Man, I was excited about him.
So there you go. There you got it. There you got it right there. I got Aaron Rodgers, Ben
Boy, that's
Roethlisberger,
a
and Zach
shit,
Wilson. And then running back Chase Edmonds, Mike Davis. I think Chase Edmonds, he's gonna have a year. He's gonna have a year. Mike Davis is gonna have a year out there in Atlanta. Not huge names, not big names, but that's why we play the game. You know what I mean? And then wide receiver room, we don't want to talk about that. And then tight ends, we don't want to talk about that neither.
I mean, I got you. I mean, my entire quarterback room is better. I would say, obviously, you got the quarterback right here.
What? What?
But my room is better.
Ho. You say your room is better?
Yeah, not even close.
You cut your shit out, man.
Not even close. I think Herbert has a real shot at winning MVP next year.
Cut your shit out. And Aaron Rodgers does as well. And you don't know what type, you don't know. Did you just make that face that you don't know?
I mean, back at MVPs, that's not likely. He don't even like them people over there.
Man, and then we don't know, and we don't know which Big Ben we gonna get because Big Ben could always be up in the MVP talk.
We got Slim Ben out there. I ain't worried about Slim Ben.
And then Zach Wilson and Justin Fields, they are toss up right now. Zach Wilson.
I think
Zach Wilson's gonna be day one starter. We know that.
Agreed, but I don't have to start Justin Fields. I got two guys who. Kirk Cousins. I like Kirk Cousins. I like his surrounding weapons. Man, Justin Jefferson in year 2.
I like my room.
We got 2
over
receivers
room,
on the top 100 and a running back.
I like my quarterback room.
Does another quarterback have that? 2 receivers and a running back on the top 100.
Hey, look at here. I like my quarterback room.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Irv Smith sneak up in there too, that tight end. I wanted to grab him, but somebody got him.
And I see a lot of people talking shit about my running back room. This is the thing. This is the thing I like about the game of football, man. They were talking the same shit about me. My 6th round pick. Now this man
nobody want to hear about that shit, man.
You feel what I'm saying? So
you bet on yourself again, huh?
Hey, I'm doing my Schroeder, baby. Hey, I'm doing my Dennis Schroeder. I'm betting on myself. I seen Chase Edmonds. So now with him being the number 1, I know he gonna do some shit. Mike Davis. We seen what Mike Davis did when C-Mac went down.
Out in Arizona, man. That's all they want to do.
And he catches the ball out the backfield, my guy. Have you seen the tape?
Rondell Moore, AJ Green, key additions to not Kyler Murray turn around and hand that ball off. Rondell Moore probably going to take some carries from him. Them little speed sweeps, I guarantee we see Rondell Moore getting them speed sweeps around the goal line.
We gonna see.
Come on, you got to think, man.
We gonna see. We gonna see, brother. Mike Davis, he balled out there.
Mike Davis.
He balled out there. So when him and out there in Atlanta, you got Pitts. You got Pitts at the man. Look at here, man. I know what I'm doing. You got
out there in Atlanta.
You're only tied in. You're only tied in. And then my wide receiver group.
Don't even go there. Don't embarrass yourself. Don't embarrass yourself.
Hey, my wide receiver group so crazy right now.
Don't embarrass yourself. We got
Don't squint. Okay, you see it. Don't squint.
You got some guys.
AJ
Rager, Rager. So then Rager, he's gonna be a number 2 to my guy.
Who's your guy?
Devontae Smith. That D Smith is Devontae Smith. So he's my number 2 over there. I got Keenan Allen. I got King Galladay.
I got AJ Brown.
Bateman's hurt. He's gonna be on ice. Will Fuller. We'll see.
Damn.
Traquan Smith. He's probably gonna be receiver 1 out in New Orleans.
AJ Brown
until boy get back. Mike
Amari
Thomas.
Cooper. You see what D. Samuel be doing out there in the Bay.
Valdez Scantling, he gonna eat off your quarterback.
Roby
He got Marvin
Anderson.
Jones
You
out there
see
in Jack.
he back out there with Sam Darnold, so you know he gonna eat. Jay Landry, Devontae, man, you don't want it with the wide. And then we're not even gonna talk about the tight end room because I don't know what you were thinking, brother. I don't know what you were thinking.
You took Kelsey like number 2 overall, right?
I took Kelsey 1.
No, I'm saying he was
Oh, 2 overall. Yeah, 2 overall. Yeah, 2 overall. Kelsey gonna eat.
I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, you can't be mad. So y'all,
I ain't mad at it.
Ooh.
What else we got, man? We get up out of it. I know you saw Tom Brady. Remember that Tom Brady and Rodgers conversation we were having?
What was the conversation? Cause I see you put it in the chat and you was like Tom Brady over A-Rod.
Because you
what
was
was
having
the
a conversation
conversation
out in Cabo.
What was the conversation?
If you were saying like if they were to swap, A-Rod, he would have went out there and won 10 championships, some shit like that.
No, I ain't say that. I ain't say that.
So
go ahead.
I don't know if you were watching the fourth quarter of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game last night.
But I would have been watching the fourth quarter of the Tampa Bay
Thomas
game.
Edward Brady, while he's obviously long removed out of the game, preseason game, come on, man. He over there with a rookie center that's not even dressed, going through cadences and snap counts, taking snaps in the fourth quarter of a preseason game. You know what Aaron Rodgers is doing? Fourth quarter preseason game? Probably the same shit you was doing.
I know I wasn't watching that.
Watch.
I know I wasn't watching that. I know fourth quarter.
Alert! Come on, man. That's the difference, man. That's the difference, man.
I hear you. We gonna see.
Man, we out there. No waste of time. He needs that. Oh, here you go. Here you go, Nikia. Your New Orleans Saints hate. Saints had a few. Let's talk about top 100 before we get up out of here. Any surprises? Any thoughts from that?
Man, I've always, and as you know, they come in the locker room and say, "Hey, fill this paper out." Fill this paper
Tell
out.
us about the process because it is more respected because it's a vote by the peers, right?
But so, how many?
Or
peers?
Most would think it would be more respected, but. Being somebody who's been behind the curtain and how the voting process takes place, give us a little insight on the top 100 and why you see some of these people in these rankings and be like, hey, so got him at 50. He played 4 games last year, and this guy's at 95, and he.
So for y'all that don't know, for the people that don't know, I'm gonna run you through it real quick. Because that's how quick
from
it is.
Beginning to end. From beginning to end.
Hey, AB, you think you can fill this paper out for me? You can just put the top 10 names down for the top 100? Nah, I ain't doing that. I'm going home. Nah, can you just give me 5? Can you just give me 5?
Yeah. End of the day, too.
End of the day. We done practiced. We done sat in meetings. It's probably like 4:30 right now, 4 o'clock. I'm trying to get home. All right, so then I'm like, all right, give me Tom Brady, Pat Mahomes, X, Y, and Z, and I give you 5, and then boom, we out the door. So then that's how what you see today, your top 100 in the NFL. So,
sometimes I've had some group discussions sometimes within the.
I've never had that
in the meeting room, or is that Pro Bowl?
That's Pro Bowl you talking about.
Oh, okay,
top 100.
Oh,
top 100. I ain't never had a group discussion. I've never.
Top 100, you got the media interns or whoever bring them around. Like, hey, can y'all fill this out? All right, who you got? All right, bet. Somebody else fill it out for you, or so it. It is an honor, though. It definitely is. It's good. Yeah, it's definitely an honor. If I make the list or I see the people on the list, and you don't see a lot of guys who are on the list who you're like
that shouldn't be there, right?
Yeah. You don't see that a lot. So it's a good list, and I was surprised at Honey Badger being at 58.
Right, he should have been higher.
Yeah, I thought Honey Badger he should be in the top 20 after this. I think he was the best first team All-Pro, I believe. Probably the best safety in the league, arguably the best safety in the league last year, Super Bowl appearance again. So I think he should have been higher. Who else did I see that caught me off guard? I thought C-Mac was too high just because he didn't play.
He didn't play a lot, right?
Yeah, we know
But then,
he's
like you said, a lot of that goes off, name, what they probably did the previous year, or the basis of their career. Where I think a lot of times, even with the Pro Bowl, you know what I mean? I think we don't focus solely enough on the season. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like you said, I don't
Shout
think
out
it was
those
too many
guys,
people.
man. What they
I
go,
don't think
100
it was
to
too many
41?
people. Say it again.
They went 100 to 41 last year. I mean, that last whenever they released it, so we got like 40 to go.
Yeah, I think we got like the top 40. I'm not 100% sure though.
40 to go. Yeah, let me see. J.J. Watt was at 66. Chase Young 61 after rookie year. Yeah, that's some guys. Justin Simmons was at 45. Safety. Jair Alexander, first time cracking the list, up at 41. Trent Williams was another one I thought was too low. He was at 42. I think he was the best left tackle in the league last year.
Trent Williams, dog.
Fact. AC Jackson getting some respect. Our guy, he was at 49. Then 1 year, Peyton didn't even play. He was at like 50.
Yeah, but that was But that was the year we went 2-14, and so they said, well, yeah, he got to be one of the best. We went from 13 to 2-14. We got to put him in there.
Facts. That's a good point.
It's a great point.
Touche. Oh man. All right, before we get out of here, let me give you guys some market news. Oh, we got underdog fantasy first, man. I'll let you get that.
Y'all know what to do. Underdog fantasy. Y'all tap in, man, with the code MAN. Y'all sign up with it, man. Y'all get a $25 free deposit on your first deposit. So again, man, y'all make sure y'all tap in, tell a friend to tell a friend. And then even y'all could either, start your own drives or whatever the case may be. But like D-Bud said, we'll be doing a bunch of these, or a few more of these drives. So definitely tap in, download the app. And definitely, if you don't want to miss out on $25 free dollars.
$25 free dollars. Go a long way on that app too. I'm still going through my initial deposit. Almost about halfway burnt through that. But y'all know I be on this crypto stuff. So Ethereum, they got a new Ethereum 2.0 coming. They've kind of gone green. And one of the differences between Bitcoin and Ethereum is a lot of slack that Bitcoin takes is the energy that's used with the mining process. Bitcoin miners use, the same amount of energy as some of these small countries out here. So Ethereum's gone greener. In quarter two, Ethereum has actually passed Bitcoin as far as trading volume. So they have eclipsed them. They went up to 26% of all crypto trading volume, and Bitcoin is at 24%. Stock market is in the red today. It's getting up today, but got a little interesting tidbit here. The number of times that the S&P 500 has closed at all-time highs in each year since 1992. Just run through the years. So 92, it hit all-time highs 18 times. Huh?
What I tell you about them S&P?
That's just your joint. It's your index funds. For y'all know the S&P 500 is. This is the collection of the 500 companies across all 11 sectors, and you can just put your money in that fund, and on average, it's returned between like 11%, something like that. But so since 1992, all-time highs 18 times. It hit 92, 16 times, 5 times, 77 times in 95, 39 times in 96, 45 in 97, 47, 35, 4 in 2000. From 2001 to 2006, 0 times. 2007, 9. 2008 to 2012, 0 times. 2013, 45. 2014, 53 times. 15, 10 times. 16, 18. 62 in 2017. 19 in 2018. Then we got 36 times. 2019, 33 in 2020, and so far in 2021, it's already hit all-time highs 48 times. So, just a little, just a little
Hey,
interesting.
them S&Ps, man. I
Just
wasn't
a little.
a believer, man, but that's
That's that,
I
that's that slow grind. That's that,
slow grind, the slow grind.
not
But
not
it's
crazy
steady.
volatility. Yeah, steady.
Yeah.
Slow motion better than no motion, man. Obviously,
And
we got some. Go ahead.
go ahead. Shout out to Turo, man. Turo, man. They not yet, but they signed a confidentiality, man. They might go public this year. So shout out to
Ooh.
Turo. You know what I'm
You
saying?
was
That
on the
pre
Airbnb IPO too, wasn't you?
I was on an Airbnb pre-IPO, the Turo pre-IPO. So shout out, man. Them doing some good things out here, man.
Making moves. See, yeah, AB in a different tax bracket, so that pre-IPO stuff, everybody ain't able. You know what I mean? But some other news going on around the world. Obviously, we saw over the weekend the horrific earthquake in Haiti, which I believe now death toll over like 1,200. The last I saw.
Yeah.
So prayers and thoughts definitely going out to Haiti, man. Haiti, seems like they always, going
Always
through
getting them.
it. Yeah, and it's a storm that's hit there, I think today, but got a lot of Haitian friends, being from South Florida. So shout out to that whole country, man. And then what's going on in
Afghanistan. Yeah.
With what's
Taliban
going on with took over that, so it's some crazy shit going out there, man. Stay prayed up, take care of each other, never
At
forget
all times.
how fortunate a lot of us are, how good a lot of us got it, man. Because I got a lot of people who were served, and just kind of hearing their stories and how they feel about things, and I wouldn't even speak on it honestly, just because I don't know enough about it, and I haven't been over there behind the curtain and know exactly what's going on. But just praying for everyone's safety, man. But y'all take care of each other. We'll tap back in on Thursday.
Yep.
Tell a friend. Football season right around the corner, man. Excited about that. But y'all stay blessed, stay safe.
Peace.
Y'all.